You made it. Welcome to the final episode of the Level 0 Crochet series. I'm going to show you the basic movements that you need to master to then move on to practicing your stitches. Once you master these movements, the stitches come naturally. The first of these movements is a yarn over, and it's very simple. Yarning over is just wrapping your yarn around the hook. So very simply put here, I have my hook, I have my yarn, and I'm going to, instead of moving the yarn, I'm going to move my hook. Generally speaking, when you crochet, crocheting is more about moving the hook and your yarn stays still. Knitting is kind of the opposite. Knitting, your needles kind of stay still while you manipulate the yarn. Here, you're going to be manipulating the hook to be able to crochet. So I usually have the mouth facing me, and I am just going to move the hook around to yarn over. And now I have the yarn in the hook, in the mouth of the hook. I'm going to show you guys now. I'm going to yarn over like this. And that brings me to my second motion, which is a pull through. And we're going to pull it through that previous loop. Now we have just made a chain. Exciting. That's it. So I'm going to show you again. Yarn over, pull through. Mouth facing you now, right? Yarn over. It's harder for me to see from here. Yarn over, pull through. It gets so easy. Now, the third and final motion to show you is a turn over, and that's very simple. That just means that you're going to turn your work to work in the opposite direction. Generally, if you are a righty, you're constantly going to be working to the left that way. So when you're done with your foundation chain and it's time to build your next row, you're going to move in that direction. And that's how we go from there. So basically yarn over, and then I start crocheting in that foundational chain there. Now, if you're like, hold on, I feel like we skipped a few steps. Now all of a sudden I'm crocheting in the foundational chain. Where and how do I even do that? I know it's our last episode, but don't worry, I didn't leave you hanging, because the next series is all going to be about our bread and butter stitches, our very basic stitches to crochet to our own creativity and build the projects that we want to create. So if you need slow-mo tutorials on the most basic of crochet stitches in a very beginner-friendly level 0 way, that's what I've got coming next. So hit follow so that you don't miss any of those tutorials, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.